Welcome to my review on how to remove and replace the battery on the BMW M140 key fob with comfort access. Now, the manual says to remove the mechanical key and to insert it into the hole in the bottom and then pry the backplate off with a levering action. But it makes no real explanation beyond that. Now, if you look into the hole where it's telling you to insert the key, there's a little tab. But it's not clear whether the tab is part of the key fob, whether it's part of the back plate, whether in fact it has any hooks on it, whether you have to somehow unlatch it or what. And so what I've done, so that you can see how it works, I've removed this back plate already, and I'll show you exactly how it goes on. Now, so there we have the back plate. The only thing that holds it in position is there's a tab at the top, which hooks underneath the top there, and then there's a hooked tab here and a hooked tab here, north and south if you like, of the actual battery compartment itself, and that's the only thing that holds it on. The tab, which you can see here, which is visible through the hole, is purely there to allow you to get something under it to pop it off. And therein lies the problem. The key, the mechanical key, is way too fat. You can't get it underneath. And you can, if you're severely brutal with it, you can get the backplate off using the key, but you will mar up the key fob doing it, and it's not entirely satisfactory. And so what I've done is I've made, using a little piece of wood, this is plywood, it's about 3mm thick. I've cut the end about a 30-degree angle, so that the end here is about a millimetre thick, and the width is just the same width as the hole. So if you put it in at about a 30-degree angle, it acts as a crowbar and you can pop the top off. So I will just do that now that you've seen how it goes together. But there is another word of caution. Putting the back plate back on again is almost as difficult as removing it. And the reason why is because it's actually curved, and when you put the top tab underneath or locate it correctly, if you now push in the centre, that has the tendency to flatten and therefore lengthen the back plate. And in so doing, you push this bottom edge beyond the edge here that the back plate should locate behind. And so what you actually need to do is push the back plate in two directions. So hook it underneath the end there, and then it's no good just pushing it down. You actually have to push it gently along its length as well, to keep it slightly bowed so that it will drop down correctly. So what I'm doing now is pushing it with my thumb, that's keeping it bowed, and making sure, right, it's now gone, it's dropped down behind here. Now that it's dropped down, if you look at it, you can see that it's bowed. Push it down in the middle and it's snapped into place. To remove it, there is a tendency to, if you don't know how it comes apart, put your key in here, heaven forbid, or put a piece of wood in here and try leaving it, but it won't come off because you're busy holding it in place. So hold it on the side, like so, put your piece of wood in, and then upwards, push upwards, and it pops straight off. Thank you for watching.